And I'm going to talk about it again. I love the fact that Reggie Jackson's words reverberated and shook them up. I love it. I love when black people get underneath white folks' skins where they have to acknowledge why they are afraid to talk about the greatest pandemic that has truly triggered America with three Ks. Why are they so afraid? Why? Because they're guilt and they need to have it. I watch these sports commentators talk and they try to say all the right things. Rich Eisen, Dan Patrick, all of them, Reggie was, he spoke his, and all that. They don't mean it. They don't mean it. They're the same cats that was dissing OJ Simpson when he died and they are hanging on till they think he's guilty and all that. And the reason why I bring that up is because in black and white, you don't get a seesaw balance. You get one or the other. It's that extreme. And I'm not gonna bring OJ's situation into this thing about what Reggie Jackson went through, what Reggie was talking about. But I'm using about how they are uncomfortable with really dissecting their white privilege. Arthur Ashe talked about it. Now Reggie Jackson said he would never do it again. Arthur Ashe said that dying from AIDS wasn't as bad as dealing with racism. I never forgot that when I read his book. I bought that man's book. I never forgot when I read his book when he said that racism was worse than having AIDS. And that was a man who won on the highest level. It's Reggie Jackson won on the highest level. See, where are the real soul brothers and black folks that have accomplished great feats, but they're not chained by the plantation of Hollywood or the sports entertainment industry or politics chain? They can speak their minds and they can be honest. See, getting back to this Reggie video, let me tell you this. They wanted Reggie Jackson to romanticize and say, oh, I was so fortunate. I was so lucky. I got all my riches and my cars and my women's and my clothes. And oh, I wanted all that. And he didn't do it. He didn't give him the time of day. He spoke like a true soul brother supposed to. And I tell people that all the time. Look, I ain't gonna ever lie about America with three Ks. I don't care how much money you give me. I don't even care. If you come up here on, if people ever wanted to donate to me, fine. If not, fine. But if you, I don't want their endorsements. I'm not gonna be tap dancing and shuffling. This is not the page. This is not the channel for it. I don't care. I don't talk and think like others. See, people have to signify with me. And I said it before. I'm cool with folks, backgrounds, etc. I don't discriminate. But I'm gonna be honest with my situation in life. I don't care who it is. So don't act like, I'm not, it's not to offend. And it's not offend, it's telling the truth. There's a difference. You offend somebody when you come at them because you're gonna use your power, your money, your prestige, or whatever to stand over them and tower. Ain't no offense when you speaking from the heart and soul with what you've experienced. You can't make up racism and discrimination. You can't make it up how it's affected your family. You can't affect it how it's been part of your legacies that's been passed down and how you had to walk and talk and be in sectors and places. And people wanted Reggie Jackson to be a docile, older black gentleman who and wanted to fawn. And he didn't say that. And I applaud that. And I like that because that's how I think. That's how I feel. Yeah. I know see, we don't get to be seen as acceptable in society when it's black and white. Somebody white comes at you a certain way, you're thinking Ken or Karen, unless, of course, they signify with a certain type of pause and cause. But when they come at you a certain way, you automatically thinking, oh, you don't belong. This is where we get into our defense stance. And this is what happens. And Reggie Jackson, then racist trash like DeSantis and Trump and Biden, all them trash bigots, and they all the same to me. Ain't talking about Emmett Till. That's what Reggie Jackson had to grow up to see. But when he got to play baseball, he just got it on a wider level. And they treated you like that backwards. You know who's running Alabama now? That governor's racist trash too. I call them out. I call them out. It's a big old plantation. And they don't want the truth to come out. They don't. They think, well, because you got money. See, this is what they do with the young modernized black entertainers and athletes and people now. They figure that they give them money. They figure that you'll be happy. They figure that you will roll over, and that they'll figure that you will just be content because they can manipulate because the cars and they throw the women's at you and the houses and they throw lifestyle. They don't ever want you to tell the truth. Because, it's like if I can cause a car train wreck, you don't really see the damage that's there. Where are the Reggie Jacksons are of today? How come our athletes don't tell the truth? Oh, you're going to come at me and say, well, it's not where he faced. Yes, it is. Ask Kyrie Irving. Ask Colin Kaepernick. Ask my dude Raul. We're talking the last 30 years. I can name you how they play you. I can show you what they do to you. I can show you how they manipulate when they want to set an agenda. Jonathan Major's situation ain't that far off. He got stripped of everything, and it was barely a misdemeanor. We live in two different worlds in one country. That's how it is in America with 3Ks. There's justice and there's just us. And the money. Now, if they decide never to give Reggie Jackson another commercial endorsement behind what he said, would you be shocked or surprised? I told you, they want you to be a good Negro. Don't upset the cart. It spoke volumes, and I love it. Because I love when a brother gets under white folks' skin. And not that you don't be doing your thing, but you're speaking the facts. The facts sting. But we can't erase what the reality has been because it was not that long ago. And it still goes on. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another share if you like my piece.